Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator with me, Mr. Sim Gamer. I hope you're very well today. I had a little bit of a tidy up, before bringing you guys in and realised we now have 2 balers. So I want to get this one here sold. So we're just going to get that done first. So it's an extra 37,000 in the coffers. We love that for us. And my next job is to go and grab all of the bales. We need to get all the bales. So I was thinking about what I would like to use as a grab, or whether I should just buy myself a bale loader. I never really know what to do. They're all very good. To be honest, I'll probably just go ahead and get a bale loader. That one's 8 bales. This is the naughty one, isn't it? I call it the naughty one. Yeah, let's do this one here. That should be just around the corner. Brilliant. Okay. So let's just take some stuff off of here. Let's just remove that weight. Now here to my right we have pallet and bale storage. So we're just going to drop it all in. Now I could have just used this and loaded them up myself, but I'm also just thinking about time and your enjoyment, really. You really want to watch me do that all day? Probably not. We do have some manure there, which would be pretty cool to get into our biogas plant. Now the spot is just about here. Perfect. Woohoo! Okay. So I'm now just going to pull this out of the way. Where should we put her? She's quite a big trailer, isn't she? Probably around the back here again. I've got quite a lot back here, and I'm hoping I can delete some of this. Sometimes you have no control over what stays and what goes. Yeah, I'll be demolishing the whole garage. Yeah, let's definitely not do that. Let's definitely not do that. I'm trying to navigate around all the chickens. I saw a GIF the other day. The bravest chicken in the world. And the chicken was at the by the doors of a KFC, and I laughed so hard. I was like, that's funny. That's very funny. So let's pick up the silage bales first, and then we created some alfalfa hay, which is the ones in the next field. They are cute and ready. Anyone ever described bales as cute before? Hey, we all have our ways. It's very dark on this map for June. I'm gonna just turn the lights on. It feels like England, not France. Always grey and bit grey in the summer months. Sometimes aren't very summery here. I'm sure some of you will know this. being from our lovely country. But let's see, does it want me to tip them out? Right, let's tip these bad boys out. Okay. Pull that up just so I can move around. Try and make it easier so we don't crash into... You go down. Thank you very much. How am I crashing into every single building and tree? There we go. Whee! Nothing like making you feel dizzy in the first few minutes of a game, of a video. Okay. Brilliant. So that's the silage picked up. Let's now go and grab the alfalfa hay. Just going to be hard to spot. So I need to decide whether to keep this alfalfa here. We will. It's... difficulty is of trying to make money, and then I do need the feed. So if I can use the alfalfa hay for feed for the cows, then it'll be worth it. I know I'm doing a terrible job because it's already full. You know, 8. There's me trying to fit more than 8 on. Who was shouting at the screen? How many times have I said that in my YouTube career? How many, you know, who was shouting at the screen? I don't know. I don't know. But yes, life is moving quite slowly this week, it feels. Usual work. I'm doing a lot of my recording in the mornings before I start work. Because, sorry, let me just save it. In the evenings when I can, I am going to see my mum and dad's new puppy, which I believe I spoke about on my last video. She is gorgeous. But unfortunately, my girls do not like it. We do have a bit of drama in the house at the moment, guys. We do have a bit of drama. So, there's a really good thing about your dogs loving you. I mean, that is wonderful. But the problem is, they get really aggy when you love another dog. So I was just trying to think back to a couple of years ago when we introduced Roxy, my youngest, to Luna. And there was a couple of days where Luna was a little bit more tricky. But she has a tricky personality anyway. Like, she's a proper girly, pain in the butt dog. But also I love her. Like, she has the most incredible traits, which I've never seen in a dog. She is almost human, which also terrifies me. Like, the way she greets you, it's just unreal. Oh, she's just she's magnificent. But when we first got Roxy, she actually adapted better than I thought, but it did take a few days, and there was a lot of growling, a lot of snapping, a lot of her pinning her to the floor, and Roxy was quite small. Now Lottie, my mum and dad's new puppy, she's 11 weeks old already. They picked her up a little bit later. And she's going to be a small dog. Oh my gosh, she's going to be so tiny. She's only 2.2 kilograms. And of course, she's a baby, but you just know. Don't want to run over the cockerel, even though in game you don't. You just know she's going to be tiny. And my girls, bearing in mind, Roxy doesn't even have a bad bone in her body. She must sense how much I love this dog, and she snapped at her. I had to put Roxy on a timeout. I was shocked. I was like, this is not my baby. She loves people. She loves children. She loves dogs, and she loves puppies. Whereas Luna hates children, hates puppies, tolerates other dogs, and likes humans. Whereas I tolerate humans and love dogs. I tolerate human and love dogs. I really, really am. I've become a very social recluse, guys. I work from home. I talk to a microphone. This is my life now. This is my life. I'm joking. I do have people. I do talk to people. Okay, we're nearly done. But yeah, naughty Roxy. So I'll keep you updated with progress on my girl's relationship with the most adorable puppy I've ever seen. Apart from my own, of course. Right, let's see what we ended up with. So we did have some from the other fields as well. That's the black ones here. But the ones that we're interested in are the round hay. So that's 23. We did have some hay from the other field, so that isn't quite accurate. But we did get 11 silage bales just off of this tiny little field, which is really decent, actually. So we're going to come and put some nitrogen, get the pH value up on these two fields now, and that is a good start. I also want to pick up this poop. And we do need to get a tank to collect slurry. So, let's do something different for a minute. Let's handle the manure. Let's handle the poop. Food, they're fine. Straw, they're fine. They're obviously not producing milk yet. They're too young. So let's get a front loader tool. And let's get a bucket of some sort. Let's see if there's anything in the sale. Okay, front loader tools. There we go. Universal bucket. Let me just check that I haven't got any other mods. That's really expensive. I don't really want to be spending that much. I don't really have anything installed. So we will start with, oh, that's the manure fork. That's 1,000 litres. They're only 1,000 litres each. Oof. Savage. Why did I not install more mods? Unless I've got them in, but I've got them better ones in like a wheel loader. Oh no, I don't. I was just hoping. Although I'm not actually a fan of wheel loaders, I prefer telehandlers. Let's just go with what we've got for now. Let's go with a. Let's go with the proper manure fork. Let's drop this off the back. Turn the engine on. That would help. Actually, I might just. doing a very good job here, guys. Let's give myself a little bit more space and just back her in, I think. It's a smaller trailer than the base game. Let's leave that there. Let's grab the... Ooh, am I going to be able to get a bucket over that? It's a really, really high trailer. May end up having to get another trailer. Pop this here. I'm just going to pop a weight on the back of this tractor as well. Oh, this manure. Poop is heavy. Poop is heavy, guys. Okay, right. That seems to have landed in the ground, so we'll come and grab it from this angle. If I zoom in, we'll have to do much less dodging and diving around the buildings. Okay. Let's just see first. Can I reach over? Just. Can I tip, though? Find out. We're just gonna have to try it. Like, there's nothing more we can do at this point. A bit wobbly even with the weight. Maybe I should put the bigger weight on the back. Gosh. No, this is not going to happen. That's just ridiculous. No. Let's get a smaller one. And again, we're spending a lot of money, and I don't think there was any in. No, it's just the forage wagon. We're spending a lot of money here. We don't really have that much. This is probably a good one. It's low down, 12.1. That'll be fine for now. Let's just see if I've got any mods right at the end. Sorry for the zoom in past. So that's 12.9, can go up to 22. Yes, yes, and yes. But that's silage body, that size, isn't it? Yeah. So silage gets up big, grain body gets low. So that was 10,000. How much was the base game one? Just as well. 22,000 and 22.5. That's very good. Just have a look at the base game. 36, yeah, that's too much. So that's 5-foot grain trailer. That's the 6-foot grain trailer, but obviously we don't need that at the moment. That's still quite tall. That's still quite tall. I'm a bit nervous that that's going to be too high up. Look at this one. That's much lower. Rich Western. Yeah, I think we might have to go for this one. Shorter, good capacity. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let me just jump in the class for a moment. Let's zoom in so we don't have to keep dodging around everything. Gosh, what am I doing? On open cover. What is going on? Am I going crazy? I may have forgotten the buttons for open cover. Ah. Completely forgot the button for open cover. This is what happens when you don't play enough. Back off again. Right, I'm gonna smash into that, aren't I? So let's maneuver around. We're a little bit wobbly here, but yeah, that's much better. Up from the... I'm just gonna drop. Chicken. You've bugged out, buddy. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to put the heavier weight on the back. Oh gosh, not reverse. Right. Excuse all the running over of the chickens. No chickens were harmed in the making of this video. Oh, what am I doing? I dropped it off that way around. Oh, my brain. See, I'm recording early in the morning and my brain hasn't woken up yet. I've only had one coffee. Out of the way so I don't bash into the thing as well. Can you imagine? It's a sim gamer. Tearing herself up once again. Right, let's scoop this poop. It's dark on this map. I don't know what's going on. I would quite like to get a screenshot, guys. So I'm going to just pause it here and I'll bring you back. All right, dudes, I'm back. Let's get this done, shall we? Enough faffing now. So I took some pictures, so hopefully I end up choosing one. I do love a Richard Weston trailer, though. Is it bad? I like it because of the colour. That's such a girly thing to say. I know it's such a girly thing to say. When you see them out on the roads, they're so distinct. Back on. Hang on, have I not... There we go. Sorry, the point of view, the field of view was still a bit funny. We also need to have a think about what tanker we're gonna get. Might go inside. Let's see if I can do a bit of inside driving. I'm hoping I've got some mods installed on this map for slightly cheap tankers. We only have 32,000 now. Money just disappears. Crazy. There is definitely some more on the floor. This is why I don't drive in camp, because I'm useless. Another load to pick up after this. Lovely. Wait, this is one of my favourite things to do now. Like, just looking after the animals, mucking them out. I just find it really satisfying. In real life, it'd probably be my worst job because it smells. My gag reflex is, whoa, it's strong. I would just gag. Yeah, I'd be useless. When we used to go visit my grandfather who lived on the farm, my uncle now lives there. I haven't been there for a few years, but they had cows. You do get used to it. You do get used to smell, but mucking them out would be a different kettle of fish, I think. Right, let's just pop this bad boy over here for a minute. Turn the lights off. Let's take this to the biogas plant. Just a little bit. So it's not a massive amount. I just want to get the show on the road with the biogas plant. We put it in and we haven't actually used it yet. Sorry, I am finding it very dark. Okay, right. I'm hoping the trigger is by this bad boy in the middle. Yes, I'm just going to get a little bit closer. Let's drop it in. And let's go and have a look at the management section. So manure. So this will automatically sell the methane and the electricity. I am just going to get them to sell the digestate as well. There's no point in me keeping it at all. So digestate is selling and electricity and methane will sell automatically. It may be on the hour, it may be on the month, it may be on, I don't know. We'll find out. But that's done. Next job is the slurry. So let me just pop this one up here. I think this is probably a safe bet for this one. Unless it's going to be in the trigger point. So slurry. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, these are slurry tanks. Don't necessarily want a slurry tank. Because that's for spreading. I'm not going to be doing that type at the moment. So I really just need a tanker, a small animal. I usually have one in here. I don't. Unless there's just one in here, which is just for... Here we go. Although these spread as well. They're cheap, so I could just use them as transport for now. Capacity is really low. Why is my brain not remembering where tankers are? I went in animals, didn't I? See, that's just water, 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 milk, dirt. Am I going absolutely crazy? Let me just go to mods. I must have a mod installed for just transporting slurry. How embarrassing, I can't even remember. No, they don't have a tanker. What's that on there? That's, again, that's spreading. And that's manure. Okay. Gosh, I must not have the mods that I want on here. So I'll just have to buy a slurry tank for now. Even though I'm not going to be spreading. Because these obviously can spread. See what else is available. These are so expensive. It's all base game stuff. That's 9.1 meters. 5. Do you know what? I'm just going to buy this for now. This cheapest one. Because I want to find out what I've done with my other just basic tankers. I had loads of mods. This will do for now. This will do for now. So the point should theoretically be around here somewhere. Yep. Great. How much do we have in here? I'm gonna have to go all the way up to the top to get that info. Okay, so we only need to do 2 journeys. So it's going to be a while until our biogas plant makes us enough money for any of this to be worthwhile. Whoopsie daisy. Let's go around all the rubbish. There we go. Okay. Let's make the assumption that it's there. It's not. In the same spot? Oh, there's another hose there. Yeah, it's in the same spot. Okay, let's go grab the rest of it. Perfect. It's actually quite a good yard, this. Apart from all the rubbish everywhere, it is a good yard. Ooh, apart from I keep smashing into everything. Okay, let's now turn slurry on. So those 2 are now moving. Okay, the last thing that I wanted to get done today was lime and fert on these 2 fields. So let's attach ourselves back up again. I prefer to do lime first, I find it easier. So I'm just going to empty that out. I do have a tiny bit of lime up here, but I am going to need to buy some more. Let's put the trailer back as well. Just going to spread this and have a little guesstimate of how much I need. Over a little bit. I'm wasting some of that. Okay, so far so good. Because we've already put down that base layer. Don't need as much as what we did that first application. Let's grab 2 bags. Get a little bit closer. There we go. Have a bit more coffee. Then let's get this done. Let's get this show on the road. Okay. I'll come back and do that a little bit later. You can see the difference in the soil type and the consumption. It's crazy. So we still have 30,000 in the bank, which actually shocks me. I didn't think we would have that much left after all the purchases. But we have been quite careful. We've been buying mods. Just gonna go into this little place. And here. Beautiful. It'd be good to get the upgrade on this so that we have the wider spread. I think that's about 18,000, so it's on the to-do list. And our fields aren't that big, to be honest. They're not that big, are they? So too much of drama to get this done. But we did need to get it done in this in-game day/month. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's me jumping out. Yeah, I'm done. I'm ready to go home. Go to bed. Right, let's just do that tiny little bit I missed. And straight over to the alfalfa. Sorry if you can hear Luna. She's really got something up her bottom today. It is morning, and normally it's postman time. But I haven't heard the postman come, so it must be the neighbours being noisy. I've mentioned loads of times, I know I live in a terrace house. So if the house is quiet, which it is, because I've got my headphones on and I'm talking to you, they'll be able to hear the neighbours. And we've lived in this house for, well, it'll be 8 years in November. We bought it in 2016. And we've got new neighbours since then, and they've had 2 children since then, which Luna is not happy about. To be honest, neither am I. But, you know, children make the world go round and all that. I think the parents are more annoying. Like, they're really nice people, but like, shouting at your kids isn't really going to make much difference because they just carry on anyway. I think they need to mix it up a bit. Who am I to say? I don't have children. I have fur babies. I'm all about the fur babies, me. They're much easier to handle. When you need to pop to the shops, you can leave them alone. I genuinely, I take my dogs pretty much everywhere. It's ridiculous. I have a problem. I'm constantly taking them everywhere. So, but I have been trying to make a conscious effort to leave them for an hour here, an hour there. And to be honest, they're absolutely fine. It's me that just likes to be around them. I have one of those cameras, and this one you can talk through it and throw treats. So I find myself out and about talking to my dogs anyway. They may as well just be with me, right? Everyone's thinking, God, this woman needs to get a life. All she talks about is dogs. But we've got some big birthdays coming up next year. My sister is turning 40. And my mother is turning 60 plus 10. I'm not allowed to say the words, the number. So 60 plus 10. Or even though she looks 55. She acts it too. She's such a wonderful human being. Now, when I was mega young, 70 seemed like really old. It just isn't. It just isn't. And this is what I keep saying to Mum, don't freak out. It's just a number. You are so incredible. And the one thing we did get from her mother was really good skin. She doesn't have a wrinkle. I'm 35. I still don't even have a wrinkle. I am just starting to get little grey hairs, but they will be gone. I'll go to the hairdresser later. Although I used to colour my hair, and I've let my hair be a natural colour for quite a few years now. It's sort of like a mousy brown and it goes a bit blondie in the sun whenever we do get some sun. Normally have to leave the country. But while I was mentioning it, we're hoping to go away on a nice holiday. All depends. We've got high ambitions, low bank accounts. And my dad is hoping to retire March of 2026. My dad is actually 5 years younger than my mum. My husband's 5 years older than me. My dad is just the best man I could have ever wished for. He's incredible. And to see him with this tiny little fluffy puppy is ultimately one of my biggest dreams, and it's turned out even better. He's just so funny with it. They've got her a little pink collar and he's loving it. He's loving this little fluffy thing. So it's very cute. Very cute. Age is just a number, right? Age is just a number. It's all about your mentality. Trying your best to keep good health. Sometimes health is out of our control. Oh, that's pinged over there. Interesting. So I'm very conscious this video is getting quite long. So I might finish this off camera, guys. I'll get the fields all fertilised, completely fertilised. And then by the time we come back, it'll be the next episode. I bet I'm going to need more than this. It'll be the next episode. And we could have a think. I think buying some more cows probably would be a good idea. We don't have that many. And we are sort of hedging our bets as a cow farmer here, really. We're producing silage and hay more than anything. We've only got the one arable field. So we do need to have a think about adding to the herd. But it's been such a pleasure having you guys here. Thank you so much for putting up with me for another, I don't know, this might be about 45 minutes long. If you have got this far, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and please, please, please leave a comment for me to let me know what you think. And are you a doggy person too? Am I just talking to a load of cat people? Am I talking to a bunch of cat lovers? Bearing in mind I love cats, and I did have a rescue cat before I got dogs. I did. So, I have nothing against cats. It's just, I needed dogs to get me out, to start me walking and talking to other human beings. Now all I do is talk to my neighbours that have dogs. So anyway, thank you so much. Love you all. Catch you in the next one.